Okay, this is a basic walkthrough of creating the Geeks website. All right, now I'm going to start off talking about working and creating the database and the query, and then we'll work through setting up the site and adding the controls and stuff to the web pages. So in this first part, we're going to take a look at the CSV file that you downloaded, which was the geeks.com product catalog. Okay, this particular file was downloaded and I made it available to you, and we're going to show you how to convert it quickly into a database. If you read the instructions, there were certain key fields up here at the top that I wanted you to keep, and I've gone through and actually highlighted the fields that I want to delete. So I'm going to select those and delete those columns. Okay, so I'm going to come through, and again, the fields that I don't want to use in the database, I'm going to delete. All right, and it'll take just a second or two to get these all deleted out of here. Okay, so I want to delete these out, and now I have the fields that I want to use, and you'll notice that I have access opened up and I've created a blank database. You'll see that the table here has no data in it. Now, there are some import tools, and I will tell you in the older version of Access, we did not have a problem importing the CSV tool by using the text file and setting up and showing the data. But for some reason in the newer version, there seems to be a little quirk. So another way of getting the data in is to simply come in and select the data that you have. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come over to my database, excuse me, and I'm going to paste that information in. And basically you'll see that it pastes in 2,155 records. All right, so that's basically created my database, and if I wanted to come in and change the table name, we could do that. Now, the other thing that I ask you to do with the database is to use the advertiser categories, which are right here, okay? And I wanted you to create a query that removed the duplicates. So you'll notice you have multiple CPUs and other types of devices. So we're going to actually use this query to fill our drop-down list on our web page so that when we select a category, it'll show all of those categories, all of those items related to those categories. So I'm going to come over here to my objects. I'm going to select queries, and I want to come over here to create. All right, and I can create a query. It's very easy to do this. I'm going to come in and select my query wizard. All right, and they give me some very basic queries that we can run. The one that we're wanting to do is we want to find the duplicates, okay, so that whenever we look at our drop-down list, we don't have CPUs listed, 50 or 100 times. So I want to use the find duplicate query, and I want to select that, and it asks me the table. I'm going to go ahead and select the table that I want to use. And what I want to use is I want to use advertiser category. So I'm going to select that, move through. Basically, that's the only thing that I need. So I can go ahead and click Finish, and it creates my duplicate query. Okay, so it finds my duplicates, and you'll notice that what it does is it gives me a list of the categories, okay, as well as the number of duplicates or times that those things were duplicated. So you can see this is what my drop-down list is going to have. Okay, I'm going to just point my drop-down list to this query, and then we'll use that to load the database. So then once I've done that, I can simply save, okay, and now I have both my query as well as the table for my particular database. So you can see that those are the two main things that you need for this particular project. So at this point, I want to save this, and once I've saved that, then I've created my database for my project.